Once lived a well-disciplined, handsome boy named Ethan who harbored a big dream of helping the needy and homeless, inspired by the hardships he witnessed growing up. Ethan was born to an Anglican father and a Muslim mother. At the time of his birth, life wasn't easy for his parents. His father was young, just starting university, and his mother felt unable to care for him. So at only 3 months old, Ethan was left to grow up with his grandmother. His grandmother, a woman of endless love and care, became his whole world. She was there through every scraped knee, every feverish night, every school triumph, and every disappointment. Her unwavering support gave Ethan courage and a deep motivation to work hard in school, to make her proud, to honor the sacrifices she had made. For many years, he believed he had a mother by his side, unaware that it was his grandmother who filled that role with a heart full of motherly love. One evening, as the sun was slowly dipping below the horizon, a small black Corona car turned off the main road and into their compound. Ethan was playing, lost in his own world, when he heard his grandmother calling his name. To his amazement, the vehicle belonged to his father. Overcome with joy, Ethan ran to meet him, report cards in hand, eager to show his academic achievements. His father's pride shone through as he praised Ethan's hard work. Seeing his son's potential, his father decided to take him to town for a better education. But life in town wasn't easy. The new environment, the higher standards, and the unfamiliarity made Ethan's performance decline. Despite his best efforts, he struggled through primary school and carried the same challenges into high school. The disappointment weighed heavily on him. Even his father's words, meant to motivate, sometimes felt discouraging. By the time Ethan completed high school, he had lost the desire to continue formal education. Ethan vividly remembered nights when he would sit by the window, tears silently streaming down his face, staring at his school books. He had sacrificed sleep, skipped meals, and poured his soul into studying, but nothing seemed enough. The pressure felt suffocating, and at times he questioned his worth. Once, during a particularly hard exam, he had a panic attack in the middle of the classroom, unable to recall a single formula he had memorized. That moment stayed with him, a reminder that life doesn't always reward effort immediately. He dreamed of starting a business, but funding was impossible to secure. He and his father, often at odds over ideology, couldn't bridge the gap to help him financially. Ethan had long aspired to become an aircraft engineer, hoping to make his grandmother proud. Yet life, as unpredictable as it is, had a different plan. Years later, as a young doctor in a busy hospital, Ethan faced a moment that changed him forever. A child was rushed in with severe injuries from an accident. Ethan worked tirelessly through the night, stitching wounds, calming terrified parents, and staying by the child's side until the first light of dawn. When the child finally opened their eyes and smiled, Ethan felt a joy unlike any other, a fulfillment that textbooks or report cards could never give. That was when he realized that saving lives was his true calling, and in that purpose he had become the person he was always meant to be. Though life hadn't gone according to the boy he once imagined, it had unfolded perfectly according to God's plan. Ethan's grandmother, now older but joyful, received abundant care and love from the grandson who had once been just a little boy under her wings. With his government job providing well, Ethan not only fulfilled his duty to care for her, but also touched countless other lives, proving that dreams sometimes change, but purpose, love, and perseverance always remain.